Hey everyone, Baron here, Turbo Tales. In this channel and in this series, we're going to be teaching you how to do parts installs and basically my experience from the past of little pieces of footage that I've got. In this one, we're going to show you my engine bay sort of taken apart because I'm putting in a new intake system. Now, my whole reasoning for putting in a new intake system, a lot of people aren't going to, they're going to say that it's not going to make a difference. I don't know if that's correct or not, whether or not when you get a tune or you get a cob access port or whatever it is, I feel like it would make it a lot better for that vehicle to breathe and sort of get the pace and the breath that it needs to produce a little bit more energy. And as well as the old stock one, looks like it has a little bit of restrictiveness on the engine. So let me know your own opinions and your comments down below. Go follow our Instagram, that would be fantastic. But through this video, I just want to talk about the fact that I changed mine out because later on I wanted to do more mods. It didn't happen, but at the time of making this video, it's going to be happening. I'm going to be putting on intercooler, I'm going to be putting on a big mouth, I'm going to be putting on a catback, I'm going to be putting on a downpipe. I've got so many plans of things to do with this car that I want to do. If you want to help with that, there is a GoFundMe link. You don't have to, obviously it's completely optional, but it sort of helps me get through that process. If you have a Focus RS or any vehicle and you've done mods to it, let me know what it was all like for you, because I know that it's definitely teaching me more about my car, and I did go for the intake system. Now, you can obviously get other intake systems. You can go Mount Tune, you can go Cobb, they have like a carbon fiber one. There's a bunch of off brands and they cost a lot of money right now. My cost wasn't too bad when I originally got it. Now, because of COVID and just rates and everything are going up, it does cost a little bit more, like a ridiculous amount more, and I didn't even realize that, and I wish I had probably taken my own thought about it and done it earlier rather than later, if that makes sense. But going through the whole process of changing my intake, I did learn a little bit more about my engine bay, what I can possibly change out in the future. There's also going to be a rear engine mount coming soon and a passenger side engine mount upgrade. Now, my whole reasoning is, the reason I put that on the intake system is so it can breathe better. It just helps the car. It does look better as well, but it just gives an aesthetic. It gives you a feeling of you working on your own car. You've done these pieces yourself. It teaches you how to take parts off the car and put them back on there at your leisure without really having to worry about someone else doing it, whether or not it be like an intake system or just a simple sort of thing. Like doing my sway bar taught me a lot of frustration and just general maintenance on the car as well. And it taught me that, like, just little things like the sway bar, it doesn't make a massive difference, but it does make a little, like, you can feel that difference. And I think a lot of people say, and they underestimate the power of an intake system, saying, it will never make your car more powerful or add power. Of course it won't. Unless you do a tune and it's actually breathing better, it's not going to do anything. It's purely aesthetic, and it's, but people do have these mods in their car, and when they do a dyno on it, it could be proven that once they have a tune, that can help towards producing more power, because the vehicle is then breathing in better. It's like not having to go through such a small pipe and such a thick filter, if that makes sense. But at the same time, you always have to have a little bit of skepticism and sort of think about where you're coming from. And it just makes me laugh that people say it's not going to help it produce power. No, it's not. You have to get a tune and do all this other stuff. But yeah, let me know your personal experience with the Focus RS Mark III or Mark II. Join our Instagram, that link is in the description. This is something that I've wanted to do for a while, and I've started to do it because I'm sort of like in a spot now where I want to spend the money on it, and I want to be able to enjoy it, look at it and say, that's mine, I did that. And yeah, but let me know your personal experience with the engine bay and what sort of work you've done on your car, and it'd be great to hear and talk to you guys. So thanks for watching. Peace.